Newsfirst Newsline with Faraz Shauketaly.
A very good morning to you and welcome to Newsline, live from the Newsfirst studios in Dawson Street in Colombo. And joining me on the set this morning is the leader of the National Unity Alliance, the very outspoken, most of the times, Mr. Azad Sali. Good morning to you, Mr.
Good morning, Faraz.
And are you outspoken?
That's left for people to decide.
Good. Well, we're here today, and Azad, I know that there are many things on most people's minds, but one thing appears to be this, and that is the matter of the traffic offences. It's 25,000 rupee fine for 7 rather serious offences. The chauffeur the driver who sometimes drives me said, I hope that what this means is that all drivers will get a salary hike. I thought that was not very good. But what do you think, though?
Actually, for us, with regard to the traffic offence and the fines, I think that the last press conference of mine, I said this 2,500 rupees was there, and Gemunu was trying to protest against that.
Right.
So I told at that point, if you can make this 25,000, it will be better. The reason I said it, when you get onto the street, you can see the private buses going races.
Indeed.
One fellow wants to overrun the other fellow, or he wants to go and take the other crowd that is there on the next bus halt. And by that, several accidents are happening. And drunken driving. Not 25,000 is not meant for. It's only for serious offence.
Serious, yes.
Right?
Just so, like undertaking, for example.
Yeah. So then there will be some control, because you don't get police officers standing all over because of the signal lights are put and all that. Only they come in during the night to see where they can put a fine, because they are also given a target. So now this 25,000, increasing it up to 25,000 is very good, because there will be some sort of discipline on the roads. Right. This is my point. And even the 500 rupees offence have been made 1,000 and then 2,500 rupees, which is also good, because every driver, even now see the problem we have is with the private bus and with the 3-wheelers. If these two can be controlled, I think the rest of the problem will be solved, and the traffic will have a smooth run. Now you see so much of traffic on the road. The reason is because of the 3-wheel drivers. They don't drive their vehicles properly. They are parked in wrong places. Now you see, if you take all the by-lanes on the road, I still don't understand why the traffic police is not doing anything. When you say one way, it's for the vehicle to move. It's one way. But you can see the 3-wheelers parked on the other side and not allowing you to go. And that is happening, and there is more inconvenience and more roadblocks. Everything is happening, and the police turn a blind eye towards that. So I think all these can be put right with this traffic offences being increased.
But also we'll have to make sure that there is implementation, enforcement.
It has to be done.
Indeed.
It has to be done.
Talking about 3-wheels and so on, the budget, how people-friendly can this budget be? For example, it says that if you want to buy a 3-wheeler, you can only get a maximum 25% lease. It means you need to find 75%. I don't think in this current economic climate that is possible.
Actually, for us, the country that produces 3-wheelers, India, Bombay, they don't allow the 3-wheelers to run inside the city.
That's right.
Right. But here, we allow everybody to run everywhere they want. But the previous regime had some sort of control over these 3-wheelers. That is for security reason.
Right.
They said Colombo, Kolannava, Vellampity, like that. They branded, and each police area was mentioned.
Right.
And those people are not coming here. These people are not going there.
Right.
You have to bring some sort of discipline into that. That is one side of this thing. But if you can have a restriction or a ban on 3-wheel import, it will be still good, because Ravi Karunanika's budget is not to encourage 3-wheelers, but to allow them to buy a reasonable 4-wheel vehicle which can do these type of services. Because now you saw the nano car being introduced and all these things for a very nominal price. So if they can continue with that, I think that will be the best thing to do, because we have to get rid of the three-wheelers gradually. You can't stop at once, because there are several families living on that.
Yeah.
So we have to have some sort of a systematic arrangement that day by day Colombo will reduce and take this to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Like that, the whole thing to go off.
But also, for example, about cars, you can only get a 50% thing. Surely, if the value of a car is, say, 10 million, and if you've got 5 million, you buy another car anyway.
See, when previously you can go up to 75% lease.
Yeah.
What did our people do? They increased the value of the vehicle to the amount they want to take.
Right.
And then that 25% was reduced and they got the 75%. So that means the full 100% was got.
Right.
What our business crowd...
That's how they work around it.
This is how they do, because once you say the value, even if you take a house, if the bank is going to say, we are going to fund you only 70%.
Yeah.
So then you increase the amount of your purchase price. By that, unnecessarily, the property value went high. When the registrar saw it, my God, yesterday one house was registered. He genuinely bought for money. He bought at 15 million. This guy is buying the same house at 20 million. Why? Because he is going for a bank loan.
Right.
Right? So these are the problems that are being faced by the community. And now, same area, two houses, two different values. So you can't, actually if somebody wants to go and tell the truth, I bought this house at 10 million, the valuation department is not going to believe. They say, no, yesterday there was a property sold in the same area for this price. And then automatically your house is also valued at the same. So that is another aspect that they have to look into and bring about some change, so that anybody genuinely wants to buy a house, register it at the value that he buys, the stamp duty, all have to have some value. Here, each person has different values.
We have a viewer who sent in this message here, who says, I disagree with this view. He's talking about the 25,000 fine. He says, since this appears to be another move to bag maximum possible from the people for the government to earn for their day-to-day affairs, including a salary hike for parliamentarians. If law and order has to be secured, there are many alternatives other than a 25,000 fine.
No, but if you take worldwide, the fines are like that. The fines are not only like that, it's computerized. You go, you make an offense, then you are registered in the your license record. It is there. End of the month you get like a bank statement, you get a statement. These are the problems that you have, these are the offences that you are listing, and you have to pay this amount.
Right.
And automatically your license gets cancelled.
Right.
So if you don't go towards that, we are not going to reach anywhere. This 25,000 is not going to be now. 25,000, how many people are going to be fined? This is for major drunken driving, accidental, accidental death. All this is going to come.
It says here, drunk driving, driving without a license, giving your vehicle to someone in the knowledge that someone doesn't have a driving license, no insurance, speeding, reckless driving, and undertaking or overtaking on the left.
Is this right or no? Faraz, you tell me. You don't talk about this viewer who is talking to you. He might be a friend of yours. But you just see the reasons that you are saying. Is definitely good for the country, because then that man whoever who is a driver will be always worried whether I will lose my monthly pay this time. So 25,000 rupees is normally a salary of a driver. Right? So that driver will be 100% careful. And the bosses who are driving it afterwards, they only come after liquor.
Right.
The driver goes off and the boss is drunk. So either the boss is drunk or the boss and the wife both are drunk after a party. So definitely the risk of the other person on the road is there. So what is that 25,000? Nothing. A human life is much more valued than this 25,000.
That's true. We have to agree with that. But I'm worried about what is the scope of the ability to pay out, let's say in non-urban areas, in the rural areas, if they are stopped. And as you know, unfortunately, it's not all above board. So there's a lot more for our police department to be accepted as not being corrupt. Somebody once said that they were a very corrupt organization.
See, even now, the same thing can happen.
Yeah.
In every aspect of life,
Yeah.
these things do happen. Now, you can't say that we have a set of angels who are police officers.
Yeah.
We have a set of rogues also there.
But there's
But
bad apples everywhere.
everywhere. So you can't just be accusing the police only.
That's right.
Are they corrupt than the politician?
Well, now that is now you're talking.
See,
Now you're talking.
I mean, they are more. Are they more corrupt than the politician? No. I mean, there was a fine. Okay, they say, then see the person. Can they excuse him?
Yeah.
Can they warn him? All
Yeah.
these things happen for us. So we can't just straight away say that they are going to take out of the 25,000, they will take 12,500 and release the person.
True.
These type of things can happen. We are not going to say no to it.
Yes.
But there are possibilities, and there are things that we can do and which we can't do also.
And this week, say yesterday and the day before, the matter of the central bank bond issue has attracted a lot of criticism, and it appears that there is a growing momentum to put pressure on the government to bring this to a logical end. For example, Dayan Jayatilaka compares the central bank bond scam to the LTTE bomb attack on the central bank. He says the Prime Minister, the PM, didn't mind appointing a foreign national to head the most vital financial institution in the country.
For us, we have been discussing this every time. Now,
Yes.
okay. Now,
when
the
is it
latest
going to
situation,
come?
let me come
Yes.
up with the latest situation
Yes.
and what is happening in the country now. This bond issue is not going to be discussed any longer.
Right.
Because it's a deal between the government and the Rajapaksa family.
The Rajapaksa family,
Yes.
what have they got to do with this?
See, there is more than the bond scam, there is 10 times more than that is the corruption of the Rajapaksa regime.
But you
Up
say
to
that.
today, you
There's
can
no
see
way
the
there's
wife,
evidence.
the husband, the son, the third son, all the sons involved. Then you see the brothers of the Rajapaksa family all involved. Houses are there, no name. Bank money is there, no name. All these things are there.
Yeah.
So now there is a deal between them. Okay, we will look after you. Okay. Now you go to the defense conference in China.
Right.
The former Secretary Defense is sent for the defense conference. I think for us, I was the first person who objected to that.
Yes, you
I said
mentioned.
this guy should never be sent to China to.
But I think he got an invitation from them.
How can you go even if he gets an invitation? He is a person who is named for several crimes in the country. He is a person who has been accused of several murders. He is the guy who is named as several attacks on media institutions.
But to be
he is the
fair-
guy who is responsible for several media personalities to leave the country. He is the person who has been fined fault for several incidents.
However,
Today,
but
today,
all what you say,
yeah,
these are various allegations.
allegations. But where is the inquiry?
But where is the inquiry?
This is I am coming to that point.
Yeah.
Why they are not inquiring? Why they are allowing them to move? Now see the statement
But
made in Parliament by the Prime Minister.
Yes, but until
that
he's-
why the Rajapaksa being allowed with VIP arrangements
Yeah.
to go to China and come?
Yeah.
Why? Can you allow a rogue?
But,
Can you allow a rogue to go out of the country representing Sri Lanka as the former president? No.
But the point is that you say that, and you must be mindful that you can't. There's no evidence. Where is
Mr.
the
Faraz,
evidence?
there is 1001 evidence today.
There is,
Today
but that's-
Rajapaksa
that's
can be
the
arrested.
perception.
Rajapaksa's wife could be arrested. The sons could be arrested. The brothers could be arrested. Several evidence. What more? The president of this country does not know that the Rajapaksa is given VIP arrangements to go to China and come. The president of the country doesn't know.
Well, I
How can you work
don't
like
think I don't think he can get involved in all these
No,
matters.
not involved, but you must tell the president. You must keep the president informed that
they didn't.
Rajapaksa is going to China. See, my point today is very clear. Just see the activities that is happening now.
Right.
Okay, this guy goes for the defense conference and comes.
Yes.
Now then you see the Facebook, you see all the WhatsApp messages, chats, everything. Very clear it says that Gotabaya Rajapaksa is the next president of this country in 2020.
That must be
by
your-
the Chinese.
Right.
Okay, right.
Who's making that statement?
All this is news.
Right.
Okay. Now then that is there. Then you see Mahinda Rajapaksa now going to China for what? To bring money and come to topple this government. This I think I was the first person who was talking about it from the inception, for the last 3 months, that there is an army coup going to come into this country, and everybody was saying no. Yesterday's papers are talking about it. Yesterday's media is talking about it. Yesterday's press conferences are talking about it. Then what happened? Now see, the soldiers, the injured soldiers, went before the presidential secretariat.
Now we're told
with 25 demands.
Yes, but now we're told that that's
demands. 1 minute. 23 demands were fulfilled, and they were waiting for 2 demands by the president. What happened? When the president was there, they were trying to move into the president's office. For what?
As a form
Who
of
was
protest.
behind? How did water come there? Who brought water to the soldiers there? Uday Gammampila. Where is the press conference?
I take you have evidence of this.
I have evidence of everything. Then they wanted to have press conferences, they want to attack, they want to do protest on the central bank thing. Everything stopped. Mahindra stopped everything. Why? Why did they stop the press conference and everything? Why are they not talking about it? Because they have a deal. Now, my thinking is the government thinking of dropping the SLFP and going with the joint opposition? Is this the plan? I don't know. I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Are they trying to tell the president, look, if you be smart, we can go this way? Are they trying to give a signal to the president? Is my point. Now Uday Gammampila says that Maithripala Sirisena is using Azad Sali to attack the Prime Minister. No! We are responsible in bringing this bloody government. And we have all the right to speak.
That's true.
We are speaking because we know the government is going on the wrong track. We want to correct it. Today, see the communal activities that is taking place.
Yes, now the thing is
Honorable Vijaydas Rajapaksa is speaking. 1 minute for us.
Yes.
Honorable Vijaydas Rajapaksa is speaking in Parliament that no more hate speeches. Nobody will be allowed to speak anything from now onwards. In 10 hours, you see the entire Kandy district was vamped up. By whom? The extremists. What action did the government take? Nothing.
Now, I must ask you to take responsibility for some of the statements that you've made.
I am always in your studios,
yes,
and I have always spoken the truth and nothing but the truth.
But
anybody,
and you are
yes. The BOI chairman sent me a letter of demand. I replied him.
Oh, good.
Right, so I don't care.
Right.
I will talk the truth. I will not worry about anybody.
But you are responsible.
100% responsible for all my statements.
Right. Good. That will make the legal manager happy now.
Yeah.
Because it puts you on notice here. Now then, isn't it true that some of these matters are being blown out of proportion? Is there really extremism here? Or is it just somebody trying to is it just somebody trying to incite fear? If you put that on silent,
yeah.
Good. Is it people trying to incite fear, or is there really?
This is see, this government, the previous government, was working with the Budubala Sena, Ravana, Rave, all these extremist forces were the creation of Gotabaya Rajapaksa with responsibility. We accused him when that was formed. Then what happened? He went for the opening of that place. All that was there. SLTJ, the Muslim, the Sri Lanka Tawhid Jamaat, this was working with Mahindra Rajapaksa's government. Who is creating all these problems? These organizations that were what I have named, these were working with the Rajapaksas. This is how the injured soldiers came in. This is how the Chinese things come in. This is how he is going to China. All this arrangement is a conspiracy. What is Mahindra Rajapaksa saying? 27th of January, my bad time is going, and I am coming to form the government.
Who's saying that?
Mahindra Rajapaksa.
Right.
So now everybody is thinking, right, Mahindra's time is coming, and he is going to form the government. Be ready. Who the hell wants Mahindra Rajapaksa government now?
Yes.
Faraz, this is people got together and bought a change, and we want that change, and we want the Prime Minister to remember that this is what he promised, the change and nothing but the change. This has to come to the people.
But the point is the Prime Minister's promised
not to protect the rogues.
But the Prime Minister's promised many things, including...
See, Vimal Veeravansar.
Yes.
What is happening?
What is
nothing.
Happening?
Prime Minister himself is talking in Parliament, I saved you. There are thousands of small boys who are trying to go abroad with a small change in their passport or something. They are all remanded in Nigambu. Release all them for the crime that Vimal Veeravansar and the family has done on his passports, identity cards, birth certificate, everything. They must be released. Today
So,
you protect him.
but are
You
you-
protect Shashi Veeravansa from that murder of that boy.
Well,
Where is the investigation?
we must put you right there. There's a case going on, so we might.
But they must come out. Public is waiting. A small boy has died inside the house of a mainstream politician. What is happening? The police must come and police must come and give a statement. What is the cause of death? What is the cause of death? This must be told in public. Why nobody is questioning him in Parliament even? Why?
But I don't think that there's a process, and that process doesn't necessarily involve the Parliament now.
My dear, when there is a shop burnt,
Yeah.
the police comes and investigate.
Yes.
They take the camera and go. That does not mean that the police can take that boy who comes with the DVR and thrash him. Can they do that? See what happened at Fashion Bug? They assaulted that boy who bought the DVR. DVR was bought in the presence of everybody on the instructions of the owner. That's their product. Correct? No? Can the police come and grab it? They grabbed it from him, put him also in the jeep. They hammered him up to the police station, which is wrong.
And this boy has now
been admitted in hospital.
And he has made a complaint.
How many complaints? Where is this investigation? Why haven't you suspended the OIC and the entire police officers who were there at that time, who did that assault? Now see, Alutgama Mallikas were burnt, right? Now they said electric shortage.
Right.
Then forensic came, they did this thing, and they are supposed to issue a report.
Yes.
More than 2.5 months today. Where is the report?
The report.
Forensic report is not coming because that guy is still closed. He can't open, he can't rebuild. Police told don't do anything because forensic report has come. So that means he can't claim his insurance also. You didn't pay any compensation to whatever you all did in Alutkamar by the previous government. You didn't take action against the perpetrators who did that. Nothing. So when you allow all these extremist forces to do things, who is the police officer who gave instruction? Nobody. It is Ranagala. The SSP Ranagala, who is the person who diverted the entire crowd to go to Alutkamar. Where is the inquiry? The Prime Minister promised. Where is the commission? We are asking for the Alutkamar commission. Where is the commission? No commission.
Azad Saleh, are you saying that you have very little confidence in Mr.
I have no confidence in the present government at this stage. The way things are moving, we are not happy at all. We gave our lives to bring this government. We went to the east. I was the first to go there.
Yes.
Not even the Prime Minister or the President. I went there.
And
my vehicles were trashed. I have the pain in me for the suffering that we did, the change we brought in, and today everybody is enjoying. What are they doing?
But,
enjoying and protecting the roads.
But
this is not the change that we wanted.
Yes, but it's a process, isn't it?
What is the process for us? When you have things in black and white, right? When you have money coming into accounts without names, all things are there and nobody is being arrested. You only take the money to central bank. Is that enough?
Well, it's a start.
People ask. See, you saw when Victor Ivan's book was released.
Yeah.
What did Victor Ivan say?
Now, when
we expected a big.
Yes. Now we're talking about Victor Ivan. That's a nice way of. Actually, somebody's saying all sorts of. We're getting different messages. But about Victor Ivan's book, how come several years after its publication, the Queen herself hasn't taken any legal action? Does that indicate that that book is right?
See, I don't say that the book is right, but parts of it are right. No, you don't need to take the full book. No, there is a person who wrote the story of how Maithripala Sirisena became the president. That doesn't mean that the entire book is correct and all what he said is correct, because he goes into individuals and collects information and puts. So there will be things that is right, there are things that are wrong. So there is ups and downs everywhere. But what I am saying, the basic things that the people wanted after the change was the Rajapaksa family to be arrested. Right? Mahindananda Alutkamar to be arrested.
You can't be arresting people
why?
Without evidence. You must have evidence.
You have everything.
Where is
why? You don't put a proper B report, they can't remand. How can the judges remand somebody if the police doesn't put a B report properly? So you have to say these are the
systemic problem.
There is, and see, what we said is independent commissions for us. We said it will be independent, the police will be independent, the judiciary will be independent, the bribery commission will be. Where is the independence that we talked of? All the commissions were appointed, But everybody is interfering into everything, and today we spoke about it, no? We said, see, we have come, we have appointed this, we spoke so good. Today people are questioning me when I go on the street. I say, you spoke of this. And what are you all doing? Now where is the influence coming? How did the FCID put this B report like this and all these are
Can I pose the question a different way?
Yeah.
The people have elected the possibility of a return to good governance.
Yeah.
Right? And now you're saying it's not there. What's the alternative?
Oh, there is no alternative. We have to put them right. That's all.
That's the
the
alternative.
We are not going to allow the Rajapaksas to come back. It can be January 27th is good day and all that nonsense. Nobody in the country wants him back. Right? We have suffered enough. The country has suffered. We have looted the country. You can't get this guy to come back or the family to come back. That's a different story altogether. But we have elected a government to do the right thing, and we have to put them on track. If there are people in the cabinet who are robbing, we will come and tell it openly. We have done that before, and we are doing it continuously. We will expose everybody who is robbing in this government.
And then are you going to continue to ask for accountability with the bond issue? The court reports out.
Any rupee that has been cheated to the masses has to be accounted for. And the Prime Minister and the President is responsible.
There are various comments about that bond issue, and it's not just something that the media is making up.
This is coming for the last 1.5 years now. This we are talking.
It says here, Vimal Weerawansa, talking about him, he says the hedging issue was a result of a wrong policy decision, but the bond transaction was pre-planned. So says Vimal Weerawansa.
See, hedging, why aren't they not taking? Okay, they bought bad fuel into the country. Who is the agent?
Yes, it'll be interesting to find out. Don't be mentioning names now.
No, who is the agent?
Yeah.
The Eastern Chief Minister.
So you can't
He's the Eastern Chief Minister is the agent for that wrong fuel that they bought into the country.
You'll have to,
I will name it, Faraz, because I take full responsibility to what I say. This is why I say you must not allow politicians to do dealings with the government. There is a law.
So what you're saying
is a law.
There's a systemic problem.
Any person who is in power.
Yeah.
Why did Rajendra Senaratne lose his seat in Parliament? What is the reason he lost his seat in Parliament? For doing business with the government. Okay? He lost his seat in Parliament.
Well,
today every mother's son is doing business in government. Everybody, either the family is involved, the wife is involved, the brother-in-law is involved. Business. So, what will the common man get? Yeah. Can you go for a tender in this country? Can anybody go for a genuine tender and get it? No. So and so got it. How did they get it?
And what's happening to Vauxhall Street then?
Nothing. Now, damn shame, Cabinet has two papers. Once they say, okay, this is the price and fixed, and the Cabinet approves.
Right.
Again they say, no, this price is not enough, we want more money. That also was given. And they said, okay. Millions of rupees was bought into the bank, money is still lying. Now they say, company is different. Now they say, bring the Japanese anchor. Why? They want to do business.
Well, that's
another way. This is a state of affairs in the country. Yeah. I told the Prime Minister very openly at the Business Today forum, after that function, where Mahinda Rajapaksa walks in at the last minute when the function is going to be over. Yeah. That's another pre-planned arrangement. We will not talk about that. I told the Prime Minister, if you want investment, now we saw the Prime Minister making a statement, no, bring another $2 billion or $3 billion for northern investment, to come and invest. Who is the mother son who is going to come into this country to invest when you have set of rogues sitting there? You have to have genuine people.
Saleh, it's been a treat having you on the program, obviously. Thank you for coming here.
Thank you.
And you must take responsibility for those things that you said,
100%.
And you do. Thank you. Thank you for being a viewer, and we look forward to seeing you again, same time, same place tomorrow. In the meantime, take care and have a great day. God bless.